Hi, friend. Well, I'm gonna bring back this painting that I did the last time we met. Oh. It's like a sign. This painting's cursed because of me. No big deal, it's super easy to clean up. But I want to bring this painting back and just go over it again because it's part of my practice, and I feel like I just want to be honest to my practice, to you, and showing like all the ins and outs of it. And a big part of it is just feeling really comfortable to make mistakes. You know, feeling really comfortable to just keep going and keep playing and keep figuring it out, whatever it is. So yes, this painting is back. I'm gonna work on it again, and we're gonna see what happens. Hi. Okay, so it's been a couple weeks and a lot has happened. So I'm gonna try and recap a little bit with a montage. Okay, ready? Let's go. Okay. Yes, I made art. Duh, I always do. Can't help it. I also spent some good quality time out by the river. I did some plein air drawing, which I highly recommend. Go outside, draw something from life. So simple, so good. I also did a figure drawing. I sat in on a figure drawing session, and we had a lot of really short poses and some long ones, but it was just really good exercise to kind of flex that drawing muscle. I think drawing from life is always a good thing to do. I voted, yeah. So I also went to the botanical gardens. Oh, I could have spent all day there. I love it. I love all the greenhouses. I took a lot of documentation of palm trees as seen here, but also just like cactus and just beautiful foliage, just the way plants grow. I think there's going to be some paintings around that in the future. I also saw a bunch of art. So I went and saw this beautiful piece by Sarah Fox in a group show, gorgeous. I also saw some of the sound work and like interactive, beautiful work by Pamela Martinez, just some local artists that are doing some really lovely things. And I had some friends visit, so I got to make some bread. I think there's an art form to that for sure. And yes, Halloween. Day of the Dead, which is a pretty big deal here. So we go out and celebrate the passing of our loved ones every year. Such a good festival to experience. And lots of candy was given out. And potatoes, because it's a little bit of a joke, but it's so fun. So, yes, a lot has been going on. In the midst of all of that, I had work from a group show close, and in the same day, work in a group show open. So, yeah, it felt like a lot. And then plus having friends in town, and yeah, there's just some moving parts, and a little bit of a sense of obligation was stretched a little bit. But yeah, it's a good time. So I also want to talk about the work that I just put in this group show. It was just a new way of making work, of thinking about how a painting could be more sculptural, and in that, how a painting could be interactive, which is something that came up from seeing so much art that was interactive and had these elements of putting yourself into the work or an audience into the work, which I felt really inspired by. Yeah. Mind you, it didn't happen all at once. So this painting was chosen by the gallerist, and I do love this painting. It's a bit small. It's 11 by 14. And I mounted it, and I just felt like the job that I did mounting it was not my best work. It wasn't the tidiest, most impeccable framework that I could have done. You know, the edges were a little bit off. There were some nails that busted through, and I was going to need to put some wood paste on, and it wasn't perfect. So I thought about framing it with these end cuts of plywood. And I just started laying them around the painting. And they have these great stripes on them from the lamination, which made for this beautiful kind of pinstriping border. And the more that I kind of finessed them and moved them around, I started to really imagine something different. So luckily, I have a neighbor that is a woodworker, and he was able to help me out. And we put this little lap joint on the corner, and it was just such a simple thing to ask someone for help, first of all, and two, that they were just so willing. So that has a great lesson in it there, but it totally changed everything. Once I put that little piece on, and then I could line up the different edges, and I really had fun with it, you know. These questions were coming up. Well, do I want to have it short? Do I want to have it long? Do I want to have this as like a little shelf? Do I want to put things on this shelf? Where's the going? So it started to evolve, and I had a couple of artist friends over to my studio and talk to them about it. And it's just one of those things, when you start talking about the work more, you kind of start digesting it and dissecting it and really figure out what it is all about, what it is you're trying to express, what it is that you want it to look like, what do you want it to feel like, how do you want people to interact with it. Yeah, it was just a really good kind of explosive idea that it just started to evolve into something else. And of course, that thing that happens when you put it on a wall, you have this new kind of assessment of it. You know, I didn't put the D-rings on it quite yet. It was just a attempt to make it vertical and look at it. But I was pleased. I was pleased with how it worked. And I liked how it looked. I liked how it felt. I think telling more people to interact with it was important. I did trim a little edge off. I was definitely happy how this came out. So, there you have it. A little recap, little end of October recap, a little speed painting, a little entertainment for you. I hope that you enjoyed that and, you know, maybe even took away a little something that's helpful for you. If not, just enjoyed the calming nature of painting. It's mutual. I find painting very relaxing as well. I hope you'll have a great week or so until the next time I see you. And yeah, just take good care, okay? Okay.